Morning, my people. What's up, world? It is Tuesday, April 29th. And I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because with Him all things is possible. Top of the morning to all my kings and queens out there. Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. Safe travels to everybody moving, going to school, going to work, vacation, court, wherever you're going to. Top of the morning to y'all, man. Hope everybody's feeling blessed, appreciated, and thankful for seeing another day. Excuse me for 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Free, I see you, Mike. What up? Y'all probably wondering why I'm not on StreamYard, but my time was up. Don't worry, I'll be back on StreamYard, so don't trip. I wasn't even going to do a I wasn't gonna do a chop up this morning, but I was like, yo, I got time. I got somewhere to be today, but I also got time, so I said, why not? Fuck. Miss Fields, what's up? Mike, hold on. Uh, you always coming through here, so I can wrench you up. Top of the morning, y'all. What up? Say, let me just do a chop up. For some reason, when I go on my stream, y'all, I don't have an issue. But when I come over here, it has a hard time setting up. I don't know what it is. It's never been like that, but it'd be a problem with me. I don't even know if my thumbnail is on here, but it's all good. I'm not worrying about it. Um, I got an ill thumbnail that I put up, but I don't know if it went up. So let me go and I'm gonna see if it even came up, because it probably didn't. Which I knew it didn't. I'm gonna put it up after I'm done. That's what we'll do. I'll put it up after I'm done. But yo, we gonna chop it up, man. We gonna talk today, man. I don't have no word of the days, man. You know what I mean? We just gonna talk, vibe, and build with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is where it goes down at No Doug Zone podcast. Uh, Free, what up? I hope y'all enjoyed. If you didn't get to see my interview last night, uh, I had a dope female amateur that came through here yesterday that I want y'all to tap in with. Miss Rodriguez. If you don't know, go back to my interview last night. Baby girl's dope. She's up and coming. She has about, I think she said she had about 7 or 8 amateur fights. So and I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna definitely get her again. Um, she should have a fight coming soon. And when she does, we're definitely going to tap back in with her again. But I told y'all I'm going to start tapping back in um, with these fighters slowly but surely. So y'all can find her on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? What's up with y'all though? Yo, Miss Phils, get at me. I will definitely go back and check out. Yeah, go back and check her out. She's dope. She has an amazing story. I didn't want to hold her too long. Usually people want to do these interviews for an hour, 2 hours. I couldn't do that. Yesterday I already did 3 lives. The morning, I think I did one 8 o'clock yesterday morning. I came back at 3 o'clock. to talk about some of the best referees in history, but we didn't really go down the whole line of that. I couldn't stay too long for that, so I did what I did, and plus it was acting up, so I couldn't. I don't know what was up with YouTube yesterday. It was too much going on. Then I came back 8 o'clock again last night for her. So I did pretty damn good for myself. I'm not doing that today, but I will be back this afternoon. Uh, I'm gonna probably try to hit up a gym or something because I can't do StreamYard right now. I might stop up in the gym, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I might go up in Brooklyn. I don't know, man. Might go see Coach Seafood. Who knows, man? You know what I mean? Might go over there see what he got going on. Or I might keep it in the BX and go to John's Gym. I don't know. I got a few places I want to move around to. Of course, y'all know what's going on this week, so I ain't got to tell y'all. I'm pretty much done with talking about it anyway. I've been talking about this week probably for last month or two. They be bugging. I'm telling you, it be bugging when they come to these credentials, y'all. They be bugging. I'm telling you, they be bugging. They be bugging, and then they think they can make you comfortable by telling you to it's open to the public. Like you supposed to just come in as a fan. They be tripping. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like they be bugging. Like not me, man. If I'm not getting through them doors, I keep my ass at home. Always stand up for what you believe in. That's the word for the day. Stand up. Stand up for what you believe in. Always. Always stand up for what you believe in. And never, 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 ever, ever, ever let somebody talk you out of that. Because besides that, all we have in this world is our word. And so we have to, yeah, yeah, stand up, man. That's the word for the day. You stand up for whatever it is. I don't care. I mean, so me, I think I try not to be sensitive about shit. I try not to let my feelings get in the way of things. I don't think my feelings get into the way of things. I think um, I'm a firm believer in stuff, right? And just because I believe in something, that doesn't mean it has to be true to the next person. Because they'll just say that that's how you feel. But I'm just a firm believer in what I believe in. So sometimes, um, you put in work. You're putting in work. You're putting in work. Like, you ever had your job where you put in work and then you be like, yo, I've been putting in mad work at this job, and how the hell is that this person that ain't been here that long gets the position that I've been fighting for 5 or 10 years? Then you ask yourself, okay, what have I been doing all this time? Some work is overlooked, you know what I mean? And the only thing you can do is go back to the drawing board and go, okay, how do I correct this? How do I fix this? Because it is something that you need to correct and you need to fix. And then it's you feel like, okay, I've done enough. I've done enough, and what more do I have to do to get to where I need to be? It becomes very annoying because I feel like we live in a world where they want you to cater to them. Um, it's like you have to. in some ways almost kiss butt to be where it is that you want to be or get to where you're trying to get to. Some people say it's not kissing butt, it's handling your business. There's a way to handle business. And the thing is, if we handle business the right way, and if I want to come back around and do business with you again, it's because you did it the right way. But just because the word business flies around in the air, that doesn't mean that's what we're doing. There's good business and there's bad business. And of course, nobody wants to hear this because y'all be too busy worrying about when your next damn fighter fighting. But if we don't take this serious and start standing up for what we believe in, we're gonna have a problem. Never let somebody, when you work hard, tell you, yeah, well, we see your work, we acknowledge it, but it's not good enough to be over here with us. But you can go over here and be a part of this. I mean, you can go over here and still be a part of this, but you have to be behind the gate. And you like, now why the hell would I do that? And I've been working hard to get to this point. And it becomes frustrating and it becomes aggravating and it becomes disappointing because you go, I've been working for this for so long, man. Are you kidding me? How the hell is this possible? Why is this possible? But then also at the same time, you tell yourself, okay, I got work to do. Me and my brother D Free was just talking about this. Yeah, wow. Miss Fields, you just put it down. So, yeah, I work to stand defeat is not enough. Yeah, that's a fact, Miss Fields. That's a fact. Me and my brother D Free was just talking about this a couple times. Shit, I forgot what we were saying when we were speaking about it. How he put it to me. Oh shit, I lost train of thought of. It'll come back to me, but we were talking about how if you don't give somebody an opportunity to do something, to showcase their talent or what they can do, how you know if they're good or not? Everybody needs an opportunity. Everybody needs a shot. Comedians need a shot. People who want to be movie stars. Everybody needs a shot at something. Now, it's up to them to take advantage of it. And then when you see what they're about, you go, okay, you blew that opportunity. I gave you what you asked for. You blew it. But if you never get an opportunity to showcase what you can do, or people overlook your work, or they overlook what you do, if you're a comedian, people don't realize how funny you are, but they too busy looking at the guy that they might feel like he ain't even that funny, but he got a big following. He's not that funny, but he has a big following. And you go, well, I'm just as funny as him, if not funnier. Damn, I need a shot. I hate where I live at. I swear it's annoying over here. It's the most annoying neighborhood I've ever lived in. All they do is make noise over here. But if you don't give that person that shot, and that's all people need, and you can't tell these companies that because they don't care about that. All they care about what channel is popular, who has the most subscribers, or who's kissing ass. Now, does that discourage you and put you in the position where you go, what, I'm going to give up and I'm not going to do this anymore? No. You keep working. You keep working. But at the same time, you also stand for what you believe in. And that's what's so jacked up about America that nobody wants to do that. Because if you try to do that, there's consequences to you doing it, which I don't give a shit about. I don't care nothing about consequences. I've been dealing with consequences since I was a little boy. If I knew I messed up in school, there was consequences. If I knew if I didn't do my chores, it was consequences. Consequences is something that we've been dealing with all our life. At 42, what makes you think I give a damn about consequences? Unless it's putting me in jail for life, I don't care nothing about no consequences. I'm only gonna, and I'm not gonna even care about it then, because it depends on what I'm sitting in there for. So we just live in this world where it says, do as I say. You make sure you stand up. That goes for the younger generation that's out there. Your teachers might call you crazy. Your friends might look at you like you weird. Your job might not understand you. But you stand up for what you believe in. It's kind of like, y'all remember School Days? The part that Lois Fishburne played. Dat. What did Dat believe in? He believed in life. You seen how Dat was. And they all thought he was crazy. But through that whole movie, he was telling them to wake up. And they finally didn't get it until the end. Right? Other than that, you just thought that was a movie with a bunch of black kids in college, and they was just, no. It was deeper than it's just that. His character was deep. And those words still are strong. What was that? In the 80s? What's up, Shual? What up? What up? Appreciate you for coming. Y'all follow my sister too, man. So that movie was deep. It was very deep. School Days. And he was saying the whole time, wake up. 30-something years later, we need to wake up. We need to wake up. We feel like because sometimes we don't get the support we supposed to, I guess we're not acknowledged the way we want to, and we start feeling some kind of way. We get discouraged, and there's no need for that. You know what? I get it a lot. But you stand 10 toes down on what you believe in. It's just that simple. Somebody telling you bugging for believing in that. Fuck them. It is what it is. You stand up. You stand up. Ask me, I'm in New York right now where they got the biggest fight week going on. Ask me, did I go over there for any of it that's going on? Nope. Absolutely not. I could, but why would I? I don't hate nobody. I'm not upset. But you can't tell me to go over there and go be a fan when I'm a media person. If I'm gonna be a fan, I could be one from at home. You're not gonna tell me to go sit in the crowd with a bunch of motherfuckers who don't know nothing about boxing. And that doesn't make me better than them. But what I look like. You know what the most embarrassing thing is for us being content creators? For us that go to these events, the most embarrassing thing is to be in the crowd. Somebody notice you and asks, why are you over here and why are you not over there? Or you're sitting where you're sitting at and you watching or your other fellow content creators put in work. But you sitting with the crowd. You know what, Shuma, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Because some people can't take rejection, right? Men, women, a lot of people can't take rejection. I think I was just telling my wife this. It was either her or somebody I was talking to, and I was like, everybody can't take rejection. Matter of fact, it was her. Everybody can't take rejection, right? Some people are just used to you saying yes to them all the fucking time, and the minute you say no to them, they're gonna have a heart attack. When we get rejected, it's not because we can't take rejection. It's because we're trying to figure out how. How? And I just talked to Thomas about it, and we like, that's cool. DP Rock, I see you, my guy. We ain't going down there as no fans. And the sad thing about it, they do this shit in New York a lot. Like, I'm not gonna say like I ain't been nowhere this year. I've been to, but it's just like you be trying to figure out how. And them other people are really not putting as much work as you, but it's not for me to sit here and try to down anybody about what they do. But when you sit and think about it, you like, this is crazy. How is this possible? So the 300 is, I think some of Turkey Alex Sheik people, some of the content creators. I don't know how many, whoever's down there now, who's ever going to be down there today, yesterday, and for the rest of this week, I guess those are the people. You know what? You know the crazy thing about it? I could have got at least the credentials to work the Grand Revival, the press conference, the media workout. I ain't even, it's like, shit. Damn, like, no? Bang, what up? I'm not up here crying or up here whining about it. What I'm up here to address is, and I told y'all this before, and I don't want to keep going back in circles. Do not let them trick you out of your position. I told y'all this before. A couple weeks ago? About 2 weeks ago I mentioned it? Miss Fields, when did I mention that, Miss Fields? About 2 weeks ago? Don't let these people trick you out your position. That's in life. Period. You don't let these people trick you out your position, because they'll do it. Well, you can't come here, but, you're not good enough to be over here with us, but you're good enough to be over there with the regular people. I'm not going for that. So, and you know what? People go, you in your feelings. I think you're doing a little too much. He can't take rejection. No, I can't take not standing up for something that I believe in. Because we can't teach our kids or our grandkids, our nieces and nephews, nothing if we're not following that pattern of standing up for what you believe in. So if I say, oh, this week I'm not watching the fight, am I wrong for that? Or do you say, you're in your feelings? Or I say, you know what, I won't pay for it, but I'll just wait for it to hit YouTube and I'll go watch it then. Am I still in my feelings? And this is not me, like I said, I'm crashing out. I'm not up here yelling and screaming and, oh, no. Because I was blessed this year to be able to attend 2 important press conferences. The one for this week in Canelo and William Skull. So I can't say that, but at the same time, that doesn't fix that I should have been there this week. But also at the same time, I say to myself, okay, McLean, you got work to do. You got work to do. And I'm okay. Before I'd be ready to crash out and be like, what the fuck you mean? Sometimes I have to hit these people in their email like, get on my Joe Clark. I had to wait all week for this. Y'all remember that part in Lean on Me when he got the results back and he got mad at his assistant? Like, I had to wait all week for this. And this is why I have to write them back sometime like, y'all not even giving people shots at opportunities. Maybe y'all need somebody that knows how to, you know what I'm saying? But I'm always gonna stand 10 toes down because that's what No Doug Zone represents. That's why it's called No Doug Zone. What do y'all? And I'm not saying y'all on here, but for people who don't understand, who just think that it's a name, what the hell do you think No Doug Zone represents? You think that it's just a name? Do I look like one of these goofy rappers out here that just got a goofy ass name? Just uh no, well, Bang, it wasn't really so much about that. I was just speaking on standing up for what you believe in, um, at your job, at life, period. No, I didn't get none of that this week, and it's cool. But that wasn't really the point of me making this video. Um, it's just me telling people to stand up for what they believe in, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You at your job, and you feel like you deserve a promotion, and you didn't. I have to. Yeah, what's up, Omar? Um, so that's basically what I was doing. It wasn't just me on here crashing out and none of that. Um, Becky, is that Karen? DP Rocket, you stupid. Hey, DP, man. Boy, you don't make no sense, boy. DP stupid. No, but so you tell yourself, okay, I got more work to do. And it's cool. We understand that. Yeah, DP, yo, Miss Fields, DP's a fool. That's my brother. I love him. Um, so you tell yourself you got more work to do. Okay, I gotta step my game up. But a lot of times these people are not giving, they got to give you a fair shot. And that's not, I'm not speaking about just being as a content creator, but in life, we all deserve a shot at something. If you at work and you're going for a supervisor position, manager, you've been putting in the work, right? You've been work every day, you've been there, you've been and all of a sudden somebody who don't really do shit get the position. Now you like, whoa, I work just as hard as this person. After a while, okay, you say, you know what, I went for this position 2, 3, 4 times. All right, I just got to work hard. And you work hard, so when the 10th time come and you go for it and then you don't get it, you like, wait a minute, hold the fuck on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Now you like, yo, what do I got to do? And then if you speak up about it, you wrong. You know how your job have a meeting? And then this is what I hate about jobs. They always go, all right, when it's time to have a meeting and they bring everybody together and they want people to speak your piece. But when you go speak your piece, they want you to be in peace. Okay, let me say that again because that probably went over some of y'all heads. They want you to speak your piece, but they want you to be in peace. Someone said, yeah, I've been down that road at that point. It's not you. Shit don't be fair and equal. No, it don't be fair and equal. But this is what I'm speaking on. That don't let these turn downs end up getting you to a point where it messes with your mental, where you feel like you're not good enough to do what you do. Because of the way you're getting turned down will make you stop doing what you're doing. Because now the thing is, you'll question yourself is, am I meant to do this? Because when something don't work, when we think it's supposed to work, we ready to walk away and we go, yo, man, this shit ain't for me. It must not be for me. God's not making nothing happen for me. So this ain't for me. Now you start to not only question yourself or the job, but you question God. Because now we need somebody to blame it on. Man, if it was meant for me, God would have made this happen. It ain't for me. And it's not necessarily true. Exactly. Miss Fields. And that's what I hate when jobs be like, let's have a meeting. Speak your piece. Nah, don't ask me to speak my piece. You ever been to a meeting at your job, y'all? And when they ask people to speak their piece and nobody says anything, and then they get mad like, ain't nobody got nothing to say. Everybody walk around here, update. Y'all talk about this, y'all talk about that. We here at the meeting, ain't nobody got nothing to say. A lot of times it ain't that people afraid to have something to say. It's that shit. I'm trying not to hurt y'all feelings, because if you want us to speak our piece, it ain't gonna be nothing peaceful about what I got to say. It ain't gonna be peaceful. Promise you it ain't. Indeed, sometimes we have to remove it. I never question the Most High. Sometimes he's telling you a door is closing and he's open. Yeah. I think for me, so I think the same thing happens for me. I see a lot of doors closing. Even on relationships I thought I had with people are closing. I was just telling wifey this yesterday. If you looked at my post I put on Instagram, because I'm having a problem where I don't have a lot of followers, and I'm probably following more people than I got followers, but then Instagram tells me I can't follow anybody because I got too many. I'm like, I don't even have that many people. So I don't know what type of shit Instagram on. But I have to remove some people so I can be able to follow people back that's following me. So now I'm like, I have to, so I did a post saying that I got to remove some people because of lack of, conversations. If I'm not talking to you and you ain't talking to me, what the hell I got you as a friend for? What is you following me for? So I realized there's some doors closing on some people that I'm kind of glad it is. Because if I don't deal with you, you don't need to be looking at my Instagram. Some people say let your haters see what you're doing. They don't need to see shit. My platform is my house. You ain't invited in my house. I don't want you there. I don't want you there. So there's a lot of people I'm getting ready to remove, possibly block, and I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? Stand up for what you believe in. I'm always going to be a firm believer that that's what No Doug Zone represents, and that's where I will be like that to the day my hands is wrinkled and I can't walk anymore. I'm going to be like that. The internet is designed to play with our people. Relationships on attention don't agree with they show you who they. Yeah, they are. They do, DP, and that's why I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. People will stop talking to you and stop dealing with you for the simplest reasons, and you like, I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know you felt like that. Damn, you couldn't holler at me? Like, it's a lot of weird-ass people. A lot of our people that look like us are weird-ish. Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird, bruh. The behavior is weird. Just because you're involved in boxing, I don't care if you're a coach, fighter, content creator, does not make you special. And that's how some people walk around with this attitude. Like, I'm like, you ain't important. Because if we all walking in the street together, the boxer, the trainer, and the content creator, and we all get into a situation, or we have the police pull us over, we all gonna get out. Listen, if something goes down, we all gonna get our ass whooped together. Nobody's better than anybody. But this boxing got y'all really in y'all feelings, thinking that y'all really somebody. And I mean, everybody's somebody, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all act like y'all more major than what y'all are, and y'all not. But yeah, back to my brother Bang. Yeah, man, that was the situation. But I'm not up here bitching about it and complaining about it, whining about it. And there's no such thing as complaining about it when you're talking about something that you standing up for. See, you tell me, all right, it's open to the public. Go stand with the fans. What do I look like? And that's for any of us on here that's working. Any of us on here that's working. When we put in work, if we're going to be fans, we're going to be fans at home. It's just embarrassing that you don't want to go stand somewhere and somebody sees you and they're a fan of you on YouTube and then they trying to figure out why the hell is you standing, why are you standing with us? Coco Tina, what's up? Why are you standing with us, bro? Now you looking like this and you watching all your peoples or the people that you kicking with, you watching them. So now you go down there with your camera and the feeling don't feel right because even though you're in the atmosphere, it don't feel right. You're in the wrong session. You supposed to be in that session. You back there with all these groupies that don't know nothing. TPs. Celebrate. Sing, celebrate 4K. That was stupid. She said, sing, celebrate. Boy, I love y'all. Y'all stupid, man. That's why I love y'all. Y'all keep me going in the morning, man. But the word of the day is stand up. Stand up. We're not doing that. I think there's a lot of things sometimes that I stand up for that people look at me and go, you not going to win that, bro. And I'm like, it ain't about if I win. I could lose. I'll go to bed comfortable knowing that I stood up. Every time I see it, I think of music. Yeah, because DP, you will. DP, me and DP listen to the same music. That's what's so crazy. I listen to a lot of old school. Oh, yes, Coco Tina. Stand up for what you believe at all times. Even if I tell people that, when I tell people that, they go, it depends on what you talking about. Man, ain't no depend on what I'm talking. I'm talking about everything. Everything. Even if it costs you your freedom, all right, I mean, shit, I went down fighting. I lost, but I went down fighting. All right, cool. You stand up. No matter how many people telling you crazy, man. I don't give a shit about none of that. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to mention their names or who they are. BC, what up? I have an issue putting in credentials with these other people. Not these people today. Not the people I'm talking about today. These other people. And they never gave me a valid reason why I couldn't put in with them anymore. But they got an issue with me. If somebody has an issue with you and they can't explain to you why they have an issue with you, but then here it is, you're supporting them, and you're paying to see them, and they do that to you, you're not supposed to go and pay for them. After a while, so okay, I'm not welcome in your house, you're not welcome in mine. Therefore, bye. Get to going. I ain't gonna say their name because then it make it seem like I'm trying to. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna do all that. But when they did that to me, I was like, listen to everyone, DP. We have a little something to throw. Yeah. So, Josh Sanders, what's up? So when they did that to me, I was like, all right. Yo, Miss Fields, I promise you, on my mama. And my mom been gone for 30-some years in my life. On my mama. On my mama. I will lose before I stand down. That's a fact. That's on my mama. What I'm noticing is nobody wants to be adults anymore. And chop it up behind us. No, nobody wants to. Nobody wants to, DP, and it's a damn shame. I've opened doors for people, and they have slammed it in my face. They have slammed it in my face. Let me tell you something about me. When I first started doing this on Instagram, Hardbody, I opened the doors for a lot of people. And not saying I put people in positions, but I opened the doors for a lot of people and introduced a lot of people to other people because that's what I was about. It wasn't about me just getting on Instagram and talking boxing. I wanted to bring people together. Let's see. Did PPC give you a pass? I'm asking because I thought I saw you at some of the open workout. Yeah, the last one you see me at was Tank Lamont. Yeah. Yeah, Tank and Lamont was the last one you see me at. I have no, they don't give me no issues. I'm gonna keep it 100. They don't give me no issues. Maybe going to the fights, I don't get it, but they don't give me no issues. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this. Yeah, yeah, Tank and Lamont Rose. Yep, I went to that. I went to a couple of them. I've been to. If you check a lot of my joints, well, at the time I think when I went to the Caleb Plant one, when he knocked Anthony Durrell out, I went to that media workout, but I didn't do that. I wasn't on YouTube like that hard body. I think I did that video on Instagram, which if I'd have been thinking, I would have been pop. My YouTube would have been popping back then, but it's all good. Shit happens. But yeah, I brought people together. So when I did my Instagram, I was bringing people together. It was bigger than boxing. I wanted everybody to build and connect. And you try to help people out. And I've had people bash me. I've had people spread rumors about me. I've had a lot of shit happen that, you look at and you go, what did I do wrong? So yeah, DP, a lot of these people out here suckers, man. Let's just call it what it is. They suckers. I be at press conferences. I see dudes got issue with other dudes. They looking for a back door to run out of. I seen it. Oh shit, I know they ain't such and such. Damn, I didn't know he was gonna be here. Yeah, don't run now. Don't run now. What you running for? He said, had people talk about Rufus too. Yeah, I've been at the press conference to see dudes look for a back door because they like, oh shit, I didn't know he was gonna be here today. I'm like, well, why you didn't think he was gonna be here today? He here any other time? Nah, I ain't seen him in a while. Nah, no. We ain't. People are weird, man. People are weird, but for the most part, like my girl Miss Phil said, I'm gonna always stand up. So, am I watching anything this week? Nope. Yeah, they be running scared. They be running scared, Coco Tina. I ain't seen them. Always safe on the internet. Yeah, they always safe on the internet. Even these corporate people who work for certain companies, already, you see them in the street, they'll talk tough to you all day, and then in the street, man, look, they trying to get away from you because they're trying to convince you this is how they really are, and they really not about that life. The worst, the scariest person in the world, BC. The scariest person in the world, BC, is a person who speaks up for themselves and stand up for what they believe in. Our ancestors have been beaten, they've been abused, and they've been killed for what they believe in. And that's scary. And I think that's why a lot of people don't like to stand on business, or they don't like to speak up, because they feel like there's some consequences behind it. People feel like there's consequences behind it. That's why a lot of people at their job, they don't mind getting treated some kind of way, because it's a job. I need this. So your supervisor is allowed to speak to you any kind of way. Your manager is allowed to speak to you any kind of way because you need a job. But after a while, it's going to be a day you're going to come into work and you got some shit on your mind, and eventually you're going to snap. So sometimes you're going to have to pull that manager or that supervisor to the side. Yo, listen, I'm a man at the end of the day. I don't give a damn what your position is. You're not going to be talking to me like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if they got an issue with you, they pulling you to the side off the rip. So it's the same thing with me. Yeah, listen, I'm not one of those. So watch your mouth. I'm not one of those. But they don't want you to speak your piece. So when they see somebody like me, Because I'm a guy that's 5'7" and 100 and some change, I'm supposed to just keep my mouth shut. I ain't supposed to say shit. Because to them, I'm too small to be talking. Make that make sense. What the hell does a man height and weight got to do with it? I don't get it. He talk too much. He's this and that. That no Doug Zone shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? I had to check one of the nurses about that, bitch. Learn that. Oh, Tay-Tay. Damn, Tay-Tay walked in hitting. Tay-Tay said I had to check one of the, but it be like that. It be like that. It's crazy. People don't like people who speak up for themselves. They don't like it. Like I said, our ancestors were killed for that. Huh? They were killed for that shit. Yeah, Tay-Tay walked in throwing bombs. They were killed for that, and it's real shit. We talk about our ancestors all the time, but we don't talk about the shit they went through. Yeah, exactly. We ain't playing that kind of games. You stand up. I don't give a shit. Stand up. I ain't playing no type of games. I'm not. I'm not sitting here making a video saying forget those people because they didn't give me no credentials. No, I'm not doing that. I don't have to do all that. I don't have to. Sometimes, right, you can speak your mind without burning bridges. You get what I'm saying? You can speak your mind without burning bridges. But if you go overboard with it, then it's like, all right, now you put yourself in a tough position that you might not be able to get out of. But there's a way to do things without burning bridges. You could do stuff without burning bridges. Unless you just don't give a shit and you be like, I don't care. I don't care if I never get that opportunity. Because sometimes it get like that where you just like, I don't give a shit if I never get that supervisor position. It'll get like that sometimes. Joe, you stupid. BC, you dumb. It be like that, but no Doug Zone represents not ducking no opportunities, not ducking no smoke, standing up for what you believe in, anything that you could benefit from, go for it. Anything in life that you can benefit from that you want to do, go for it. A lot of people don't understand that's what that means. That's what it means. I met Tay in person. Tay ain't that, hey, I'm going to tell y'all right now, man. Tay ain't that damn quiet in person. I don't give a damn what y'all think about her. She ain't that quiet in person. She's not loud and ratchet, and that's what I love about her. But Tay ain't that quiet in person. Don't let that hype fool you, baby. Don't let that hype fool you. It get different with Tay. But so I think all of us on here, I've been talking to some of y'all for about 3-4 years now. Maybe 5. Right, bang, what up? Appreciate you. We all on here, every single last person that's on here, we all special and unique in our own ways. Yeah, Tay my girl. Yeah. Like Shanae say, she's a lady. But we all special in our own ways on here, everybody. And I want to see everybody successful in what they doing on here, you know what I mean? That's why my annual barbecue is so damn important, man. That's why my annual barbecue is so important, because we all are on social media so much, we all don't get to get up with each other in real life. In real life, we don't get to kick it. None of us. And anytime we all kick it, it's either we have to see each other at a fight or we on social media. That was the whole reason why 2 years ago I came up with an annual barbecue, because I said I want to start seeing some of my people in real life. Jeff Spark, what's up? Because, I could video chat y'all. I could talk to a lot of y'all. Some I can't. But I'm like, I want to see my people. I want to be able to hug y'all when I see y'all in real life. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all been supporting me for a minute. I don't give a damn if I'm on Instagram or Facebook. Y'all support me. Hard body. So this is why the annual barbecue is so important. And I'm like, yo, I need my family to come through. Yeah, Jeff coming through again. Jeff Spark coming through again. Now, what I'm going to need from everybody on here that's showing up, only for the people that's showing up. I think, BC, I have your number. Jeff Spark, I believe I have your number. I got to check again. But Tay and everybody else, I'm going to need y'all to send me y'all numbers because I have a video I have to send y'all of where we doing it at. So everybody will know how to get there. Because this year I can't go pick up people. So I'm going to need people to know how to get there, how to get in the park. Don't worry, I got a video I'm going to send you guys. I'm going to send it to everybody through WhatsApp. So, and I'm not doing that to be funny. It's just that for the last 2 years, it's been hard for me to entertain people and then have to go pick people up. It's a lot to do. It's a lot. And just to let y'all know, for the people who came last year, we're going back to where we were. It's a low-key spot. I love it. So we're going to go back there. But this year, we're going to go back there. We're going to fuck it up. We're going to tear that. We ain't going to tear it up like that. Like we're going to be ratchet and not stuff like that. But we are going to have the time of our life back there. Anybody is interested, August is around the corner. I'm just saying. August is around the corner. If y'all need an invite, holla at me. He said, I'm guilty. He said, I'm guilty. We gonna have us some fun this year, man. We gonna have the time of our lives, man. The closer we get, I'll make some more announcements about it. The countdown to begin. I'll start the countdown probably like June. I'll start the countdown. Right now we chilling. Once May come in, we'll have once May come in, May 16th, we'll have 90 days. He said, I'll show my teeth in the woods again. Yo, I don't have time to play with you this morning, man. Yo, BC stupid, man. Damn, you stupid. Oh man, I love BC. That's my man. That's why I have these gatherings, man. That's why I have these gatherings, because y'all mean the world to me, man. And my wife loves y'all, man. She enjoys y'all. Once my wife enjoys y'all, and Tiffany's not a hard person to get along with. And she loves people. That's one thing about her. She's a people person. I'm a people person to a certain extent. It depends on who you talk about. Yeah, BC D Free's an ass. He's an ass, but I love him. I appreciated that him and Miss Free came up with my little guy. I don't give my number out. My wife will beat my ass. I'll be on punishment. Yeah. Yo, the free stuff. You see what I mean, BC? Like, yo, BC, Bo's coming too. Bo's coming back this time. Bo's coming back this time with his fighters. DP Rocka, I wish you could come to New York, DP. But that's okay, DP. I know you probably got shit that you got to do. Next year, DP, 2026, you got to come up here, DP. Next year, you got to come, DP. Come on, man. DP Rocka, I need to see DP Rocka in 2026. I know you can't make 2025. I need you next year, brother. Everybody, yeah, I need you next year, brother. You got to get up here. We're gonna have a lot of different things we doing this year too. We decided to add some games to what we doing. Yeah. Yeah, of course, 2026, no doubt. We're gonna have fun. The camera's gonna be all over the place, so don't worry. We're gonna be all over. DP and Rakim to take a picture together at the cookout. Yo, you know this guy's an idiot, man. Free's an idiot. Free's an idiot, man. Free, we're gonna give you your own special table. We're gonna put your chair and your table by the entrance where you gotta come in. We're gonna separate you from everybody. That's what we're gonna do for you. We're gonna put you all the way at the entrance. Yeah, D Freeze a nut, yo. We're gonna put him by the entrance, man. Oh, nut. Yo, he tell you, he's a nut. P is Rakim twin, real talk. Yeah, he is though. He do look like him though. I ain't gonna lie. He do look like him. I never brought that to his attention, but he do look like Rakim, and that's scary. That's scary though. Yo, DP, you ever go anywhere? See, now if DP was on the East Coast, they'll probably be thinking he Rakim. DP. Yeah, man. We gonna get him up here next year, Tay. This year's already locked in. We gonna get him up here next year. Next year we gonna get him up here. We gonna get Miss Fields up here next year. Yeah. Rakim is crazy. We gonna get Miss Fields up here next year. We gonna get DP up here. We gonna get anybody else. Hey, we gonna get BVO up here maybe next year. We gonna get BVO to come. We gonna tell him to bring some of that KFC toothpaste. Know what I mean? Only thing I'm gonna ask BVO next year is to make sure that he carry his belly in a nice suitcase. There's no bellies allowed at the cookout, so I'm gonna need him to put his belly in a suitcase. Miss Phil's coming with no dark lipstick. He said Miss Phil's coming with no dark lipstick. Yeah, Miss Phil's got to come. Miss Phil's got to come with her hubby because I don't need nobody trying to get at her. BBO, I got titties. I got titties in the back. Oh no! BBO can't be up here when you sing that song. He can't be up here, BC, when you sing that shit, B. Y'all gonna have me at the cookout ready to bed? Nah. Y'all ain't gonna do that. Oh, yo. Nah, we gonna get BVO up here next year. We gonna get him up here. We gonna try to get him, Dub right side. We gonna try to get Dub right side, maybe Prize Fighter. We're gonna get a lot of good brothers up here next year. Yo, I almost forgot about that song, BC. BC, you're an ass, man. I was trying to forget that song. I'm gonna keep it real with you, cause the first time I heard that song, look, I damn near died. I ain't never, and it's the way you sung that shit too. Yo, so hearing that song in person, I lose my mind, man. I'm not playing with y'all. This is why I love y'all. But nah, we gonna work on getting BVO up here. We're gonna work on getting him up here. We're gonna get the fam up here. Yeah, I know, man. But BVO's a good dude, man. We're gonna get him up here. We're gonna get him up here next year. We're gonna get a lot, man. Listen, this year's gonna be great though. I'm not even done with the invites. I'm not necessarily done with them. I got a couple more people I'm gonna reach out to though, but we gonna do it. But I gotta get out of here, y'all. I gotta get my day started. I won't be on StreamYard because I guess I did too much of StreamYard and now you know how that is. So don't worry. I'll be back on StreamYard before y'all know it. I'm gonna just let them do what they do and then eventually I'll jump back on there. Yeah, Thomas is coming again. Thomas is coming. Tay's gonna make her first appearance, which I'm happy for. I want to get more sisters I got more sisters I'm gonna be inviting out. I want the ladies there. Um, we're gonna have shirts that we're gonna be presenting to people, gifts and all that. So we gonna make it more live than it was last year. It was live last year, but this year we gonna get it going. We gonna get some games going. We gonna make it real interesting. You know, 11 o'clock to 6 p.m. That's enough time. Um, we're gonna do what we do. We're gonna speak more about it. I'm gonna go do that video this Friday. Tay looks like she smells good. You know what? I'm not making no comment on that one. I'm not making no comment on that one. I'ma just let BC vent. BC, when you see Tay in real life, don't play the sniffing game. All right, Miss Fields. I'ma see y'all. I gotta get out of here myself. I got work to do. I love y'all. Um, I can't say I'll be back later on because, you know, they be playing the game with me on that. No, the hell you ain't getting shirts done for everyone. No, you not, sir. That's over with. We got the shirts. I love y'all. I'll catch y'all later, probably on Instagram, because I can't go through the StreamYard. So I'm going to catch y'all on the gram. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Everybody have a blessed day. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Love y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go. Bring some of the hoodies. We already working on the hoodies. We're working on the hoodies. We're already on that and the shirts. We already got that in process. The person that did the shirts, that you seen, underrated them got, it's already in the air. So we'll be receiving those soon. I'll let y'all know when we get them. All right, love y'all. Peace out.